Welcome to day one of the great 2017 Cynical Tim road trip. Day one is from Castle Rock to Deadwood, South Dakota. Thought some of you might want to see the vehicle. That's the road trip vehicle that I'm using. This map actually shows today's itinerary. See, I start down in Colorado, I move up through Wyoming. I take that little zigzag where I'm in Guernsey, where I visit the wagon ruts and Register Cliff. I see Fort Laramie. Then I head on straight north, straight to into South Dakota to Deadwood. First thing was going into Wyoming from Colorado. Nothing too terribly exciting. I got up early enough to avoid the traffic in Denver. Then the first stop was the Oregon Trail ruts in Guernsey. Really astonishing. From 1830 to about 1865, the Oregon Trail and these wagons in this sandstone dug 4-foot deep wagon ruts from the trip. It's absolutely astonishing. Then traveled a little bit farther down the North Platte, still in Guernsey, and got to what's known as the Register Cliff. You can see the cliff in the background. And this is where, between that same time period, from the 1830s to the 1860s, people would stop and they'd carve their name in this particular cliff. Sometimes just to let people know they were there, and sometimes to let people know behind them that they had made it this far and that they were still alive. Then I traveled about a dozen miles down the road to Fort Laramie. Fort Laramie is very, very important in the history, mainly built in order to protect and provide supplies to those people going along the Oregon Trail through this particular piece. This and the previous one where the enlisted people live. I think in the next photo you can see a little white building up there that was known as Bedlam. That's where the officers lived. Bedlam, named after a crazy place. And then I traveled a little bit farther north. Didn't see much between this and the South Dakota state line except for those antelope and this thing called the Red Butte. Absolutely beautiful, just off to the east from the road I was on. Then I entered into South Dakota and traveled in the gorgeous Black Hills. I don't have any photos of that, but you'll see a lot over the next couple of days. Got into Deadwood, where my hotel is. I'm staying at the Cadillac Jack's Casino. This is my dinner: grilled walleye sandwich with sweet potato fries, the book Dune, and a beer. And tomorrow, you can look forward to seeing Mount Rushmore and other parts of the Black Hills.